Happy Monday, I'm Crepe, and it's time for more Picross. We're continuing our playthrough of Mario's Picross for the Game Boy, the original Game Boy that we're playing it on Super Game Boy mode. We're currently still in Easy Picross. This is only our second time playing through. And we're going to hit up B2, C2, and D2 today. So let's get through it. So we're still in 10 by 10. These 10 rows and columns we can just fill right in. Let's see, an 8 from the top would go down here with two spaces of a gap. We can kind of simplify one of the rules that I introduced last time, the overlap from most extreme positions at both borders kind of rule. In this sort of way. If we think about it this way, 8 comes down and has this gap of 2 at the bottom. We can just flip that vertically. We know that we can kind of internalize that from the bottom it's going to have the same gap of 2 at the top. So we can start to think about it instead as working from the center. We work out from the center, and we fill in all the way up until there's a 2 gap at the top of the bottom. And that's as much as we know that we can fill in. We'll go ahead and do the same on this side. Looks like there's a lot of symmetry going on in this one. In fact, having filled that in, there's also 8 rows here. Do those as well. We can go ahead and block out on both sides here of the 6. Oh, in fact, filling out these 10s means that we have the 2s for both the rows and columns here. Nice and simple. Just knock it all out. Done. Alright, so other thinking type stuff. We've got these 2s here in the 4 columns and rows. This is a completely symmetrical piece. It actually tells us a lot, but I prefer not to play Picross games using kind of inferred understanding of what the picture probably is. I try to go by the rules as much as I can. I think that's more fun, for me, anyway. We got these 2s here. We know we can only build 2 up or 2 down, so we go ahead and cross out more in the corner to represent the space that absolutely won't get filled in at all. Oh, another interesting thing here is we actually have only 8 spaces to work with in these rows and columns for the 8, so we can fill these in as well. I didn't mean to do that. But I think you all knew I didn't mean to do that. You all trusted that was an accident on my part. Sometimes inputting on video games is hard. Now we have the 4s filled in. Cross those dang things out too. And what we're left with is what you could have inferred this to be the entire time. Fill in those 6s. It's a diamond. Or, you know, it's a square rotated 45 degrees, but it's a diamond. Very easy one, just kind of filling in a whole simple shape. Okay, this one has a little something else going on. Once again, this 2 row is done. Here's something fun. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. So a 6 with a space and a 2 only has one block of, like, give. One block of extra space, unknown space, in this puzzle. But we've already gotten rid of an entire row's worth of blocks, so we can now fill this in because we know there's only room for 6 plus space plus 2. We've got most of our 4 here. Knock that out. I can't remember if this came up last time or not, but notice we've cleared out some space around here. Around this 4 in this row. And there can't exist a 3 or a 5 beneath what we've blocked out, so we can go ahead and block out what's beneath there as well. Oh, sorry, not there. But that does still tell us exactly where this 6 must be. We have blocks at the border to build from. Close off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is also looking like it might be a familiar, fun shape. We've got these 3s, we've got that 4. Look at that. All that's left to do is to fill these in. Huh. I wonder if there may be, a theme developing on this row. We'll move on to D2, our last for today. Oh. Want to fill these in, actually. So, as before with B2, as I spoke on earlier, we can just kind of build these 9s knowing that they will reach either all the way to one side with a gap on the other, or all the way to the other side with a gap on the first side. So we just leave those gaps for now, and we'll find out how far they reach later, but we can fill in all the space in between. This 7 and 2 row is actually the full width of this space. Does that make sense? We have these we can connect to make the 4 that goes there, because there aren't 2 separate numbers there, only the 4. So anything that's separate can just be connected like that. Same for this 7 here. And following in the theme, we have a heart. That's pretty quick, huh? Well, that's just how it goes. It's easy Picross. I told myself I would do this piecemeal. We'll only do 3 per for now. Later, once we get into the harder ones, it'll start to matter that I said I'll probably end up going to 1 per video. We'll get to that point. We'll get to that point where we're like spending 10 plus minutes on one puzzle. For now, though, we'll just have to leave you on the cliffhanger. What could E2 be to follow suit from Diamond, Spade, Heart? I don't know. There's so many things it could be. You'll just have to wait till next Monday.